God speaks to you through the medium of your basic desires. Your basic desires are words of promise or prophecies that contain within themselves the plan and power of expression. By basic desire is meant your real objective. Secondary desires deal with the manner of realization. God, your I Am, speaks to you, the conditioned conscious state, through your basic desires. Secondary desires or ways of expression are the secrets of your I Am. The all-wise Father, your Father, I Am, reveals the first and last. I am the beginning and the end, but never does he reveal the middle or secret of his ways. That is, the first is revealed as the Word, your basic desire. The last is its fulfillment, the Word made flesh. The second or middle, the plan of unfoldment, is never revealed to man, but remains forever the Father's secret. Man desires freedom from his limitation or problem. The first thing he does after he defines his objective is to condition it upon something else. He begins to speculate on the manner of acquiring it. Not knowing that the thing desired has a way of expression all of its own, he starts planning how he is going to get it, thereby adding to the Word of God. If, on the other hand, he has no plan or conception as to the fulfillment of his desire, then he compromises his desire by modifying it. He feels that if he will be satisfied with less than his basic desire, then he might have a better chance of realizing it. In doing so, he takes from the Word of God. Individuals and nations alike are constantly violating this law of their basic desire by plotting and planning the realization of their ambitions. They thereby add to the word of prophecy, or they compromise with their ideals, thus taking from the Word of God. The inevitable result is death and plagues or failure and frustration as promised for such violations. God speaks to man only through the medium of his basic desires. Your desires are determined by your conception of yourself. Of themselves, they are neither good or evil. Your desires are the natural and automatic result of your present conception of yourself. God, your unconditioned consciousness, is impersonal and no respecter of persons. Your unconditioned consciousness, God, gives to your conditioned consciousness, man, through the medium of your basic desires that which your conditioned state, your present conception of yourself, believes it needs. As long as you remain in your present conscious state, so long will you continue desiring that which you now desire. Change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the nature of your desires. Desires are states of consciousness seeking embodiment. They are formed by man's consciousness and can easily be expressed by the man who has conceived them. Desires are expressed when the man who has conceived them assumes the attitude of mind that would be his if the states desired were already expressed. Now, because desires, regardless of their nature, can be so easily expressed by fixed attitudes of mind, a word of warning must be given to those who have not yet realized the oneness of life and who do not know the fundamental truth that consciousness is God, the one and only reality. This warning was given to man in the famous Golden Rule: do unto others that which you would have them do unto you. You may desire something for yourself, or you may desire for another. If your desire concerns another, make sure that the thing desired is acceptable to that other. The reason for this warning is that your consciousness is God, the giver of all gifts. Therefore, that which you feel and believe to be true of another is a gift you have given him. The gift that is not accepted returns to the giver. Be very sure then that you would love to possess the gift yourself. For if you fix a belief within yourself as true of another, and he does not accept this state as true of himself, this unaccepted gift will embody itself within your world. Always hear and accept as true of others that which you would desire for yourself. In so doing, you are building heaven on earth. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you, is based upon this law. Only accept such states as true of others that you would willingly accept as true of yourself, that you may constantly create heaven on earth. Your heaven is defined by the state of consciousness in which you live, which state is made up of all that you accept as true of yourself and true of others. Your immediate environment is defined by your own conception of yourself, plus your convictions regarding others, which have not been accepted by them. Your conception of another, which is not his conception of himself, is a gift returned to you. Suggestions, like propaganda, are boomerangs unless they are accepted by those to whom they are sent. So your world is a gift you have given to yourself. The nature of the gift is determined by your conception of yourself, plus the unaccepted gifts you offered others. Make no mistake about this. Law is no respecter of persons. Discover the law of self-expression and live by it. Then you will be free. With this understanding of the law, define your desire. Know exactly what you want. Make certain that it is desirable and acceptable. The wise and disciplined man sees no barrier to the realization of his desire. He sees nothing to destroy. With a fixed attitude of mind, he recognizes that the thing desired is already fully expressed, for he knows that a fixed subjective state has ways and means of expressing itself of which no man knows. The undisciplined man, on the other hand, constantly sees opposition to the fulfillment of his desire. And because of the frustration, he forms desires of destruction, which he firmly believes must be expressed before his basic desire can be realized. When man discovers this law of one consciousness, he will understand the great wisdom of the Golden Rule, and so he will live by it and prove to himself that the kingdom of heaven is on earth. You will realize why you should do unto others that which you would have them do unto you. You will know why you should live by this golden rule, because you will discover that it is just good common sense to do so, since the rule is based upon life's changeless law and is no respecter of persons. Consciousness is the one and only reality. The world and all within it are states of consciousness objectified. Your world is defined by your conception of yourself plus your conceptions of others, which are not their conceptions of themselves. The mind that is disciplined to hear only the good feasts upon good states, and so embodies the good on earth. You turn your attention from your present conception of yourself and assume the consciousness of being that which you want to be, thereby passing from one state to another.